Everyone has that something that they did that makes them cringe every time they remember it or think about it. It's those kind of stories that make you give yourself a kick when you have shower thoughts about them. Stories so embarrassing that you would pray that no one found out about them. So here, let me share with you one of my cringe stories. So I moved to Malaysia to study business. And if you haven't already guessed from my accent, I was staying in Yemen before that. And I was also highly influenced by anime. I developed a case of the hots for Japanese chicks. But unfortunately, there were none at our university. Well, there are two. One I've never seen and the other one would never date me. So, unfortunately, there were none at our university. Until one fateful day, a group of students from the land of the rising sun came to our university for a couple of weeks. And there was a whole bus full of them. Now, as a guy with no personal experience with girls and not dressed like ninjas, I had nothing to lose and all the learning experience in the world to gain. So the next day I got on the bus and they were sitting at the back. And as I was walking to my seat, I didn't look anyone in the eyes, I just said, "Ohayo gozaimasu," which should mean good morning or something like that in Japanese. And proceeded to sit down and preparing my body for the pain of being rejected. Which of course did not happen. Cue plot twist. From behind me, I heard a voice say, "Hoayo." So I assumed it wasn't me, it was someone else. And then I heard it again, "Hoayo." So I turned around and lo and behold, I saw her. Now, since this is a real person and a real story, I'm going to change her name. Let's call her Taco. So I answered the call, identified myself, and was invited to go sit at the back. Then they were all very, very friendly. And I got a lot of fake laughs, which judging by Jimmy Fallon means I'm doing pretty good. So I started texting Taco. And at that time, we had an event coming up for the new students like myself and her. So being the idiot that I am, I thought I'd make a memorable gesture. So my friend and I went all over looking for flowers. And not just any flowers, but actual roses, motherfucker! So the next day arises and the event is upon us. And now I wore a suit which at the time I did not realize was way too big for me. So I approach her with my oversized suit and the roses in hand. And I give her the roses and I get an "ah" from the people standing around. And the night is off. We sit down and listen to the music that's playing. But soon it gets boring because our university sucks and we decide to leave. So like any girl, she grabs her purse, her jacket, and 5 of her friends. So I take a friend of mine and we all go to eat. And things are going pretty well. And here's where the story takes a twist. Well, more like a nosedive, but yeah. So then Taco pulls out her phone. So she decides to start showing me pictures of this dude, who I assumed was her brother or something. I don't know. But when I went ahead and asked, "So, is that your friend?" She replies, "Boyfriend." So having received that shock, I had to play it cool, of course. So I said, "Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's hot. I can see why you're attracted to him." And my friend who was there with us at the time says he remembers the sound of my heart shattering as clear as if it happened yesterday. Which it did happen yesterday when he said that, so I don't really get the point of him adding that. Nevertheless, I had gotten over it, and hey, it's not Taco's fault. I should have started off with the tough questions. Questions like, do you have a boyfriend? Are you a lesbian? Where's the catnip? But hey, in the end I don't really regret it, because if that didn't happen then I wouldn't have the story to tell. Not to mention that cringing is great facial exercise. The moral of the story is, you won't die if you approach a person you like. You will just have to live with a deeply embarrassing memory of a rejection which could have been avoided had you just went home and masturbated. Thank you so much for watching, I appreciate it. I don't normally do story videos, so be sure to check out the rest of my videos and let me know what you guys want me to do next. Until next time, have a great day.